In this video today, I'm going to be showing you how you can create footsteps for your game in Unreal Engine. It's going to be a really simple and easy video to follow, so let's get started. Right, okay, here we go. So what we're going to do is set up some anim notifiers in the animations so that when we place our foot on the ground, or the character does, we're going to play a singular footstep sound, or footstep cue. And inside the footstep cue is going to be a load of different sounds. So here's all the sounds. And I'm just going to drag this into my music audio folder. You don't need to do this, but yeah. And then press Control Space once you're inside the editor to bring up the content browser. Just like this. And then just drag that entire folder in. If you want these footstep sounds, I will leave them in the description below. And if we preview it, I don't know if you'll be able to hear that because it's quite quiet, but it is playing one singular sound. So we're going to make this into a sound cue. So right click, sounds, sound cue, and rename this SC underscore footstep. Just like that. Then open it up. Oops. Open it up just like this. And now we can drag in all the individual sounds. And the reason we're doing it this way is so it doesn't play the sound, like one sound, and just like duplicate it or like loop it, because it'll just sound so like generic. We want some like variation in the footsteps. So highlight all these. You can see we can't just plug all these into the output, so we need a random node. So we're going to search for that and drag that into there, and we can just add a few input pins just like this, so we've got some more places to plug them in. If you want to add more, you can add more for more variation, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to remove two of these pins if I can remember how. In fact, I'll just do Control Z just like this and just connect them all up. Now, this will give us some variation. It won't sound so, like, boring. And we just need to add one more thing, and that is a modulator node. Modular node. There we go. Finally got there. Add that, connect it up, and then we're good to go. Okay, sweet. So we have our sound cue with all the individual footstep sounds inside it. And what we need to do now is go to the animation. So let's open up our BP third person character, or whatever character you're using. This is my Squid Game project, so I'm just going to use this one. Go to the anim graph. So on the right hand side, you can click animation blueprint. Go into whatever animations you're using. I'm using a blend space, and inside it, it has this jog forward. So for the jog forward one, I'm just going to add the anim notifiers, and I'll show you how to do that now. So where it says 1 on this little drop down, you'll see it says track. Now if we just move forward to like where the foot actually touches the ground, like here, and we right click on notifiers, you see we can't add it. There's like no option. So we need to add a track, insert notify track, and then rename this like footstep or whatever. Yeah, that's not readable, so I'm just going to change that to footstep. Whatever. I can't be bothered spelling. So add notify, play sound, and the sound is going to be when the foot touches the ground. So like on the frame where the foot touches the ground, just like this. And then add another sound, and then the right hand side, make sure it's highlighted. We are going to scroll down and we're going to search for SC underscore footsteps, this sound cue that we created before. And there we go. We can add it to this one, like clicking this little arrow. And that jog forward animation now has footstep sounds. Okay, hopefully you can hear that. Yeah. Right, so that's sweet. We can save that. And now we can go to the other one, which is our standard walk. So we have our running sounds. Now we need to do our walking sounds. So we're just going to do the exact same. Add a notified track. Just like this, play sound, and it's going to be the same one we did before. Now if you wanted to, what you could do is create two different sound cues, one for walking and one for jogging, and you can make it like louder, for example. But we're not going to do that here. Just thought I'd throw that in. And we're just going to find the second footstep. There it is. Play sound. If you want to, you can just drag it to the left just to make it sound, well, make it play a little bit like more in time. Okay, so that's going to do it for me. Sweet, so we're just going to save this, and for the strafe and all this, I don't need to do this for this video, but now you know how to do it, you can just repeat the process for all the other animations. It's the exact same. Now, as I said before, I'm in this like Squid game that I'm creating for a YouTube series, and I will play it and just preview the footsteps, and you can see how much of a difference this actually makes once we're in the game, because it just feels like really flat and basic. But you'll see when we can actually start the game, we will have some footsteps, and it'll sound pretty cool. So let's click play.
Here is the first game. You will be playing red light, green light. You are allowed to move when the green sign goes up. Stop when the green sign goes down and the red sign goes up. If your movement is detected afterwards, you will be eliminated. Last person to cross the finish line.
There we go, we now have footsteps in our game. And you can see it's all in tune with every single time we take an actual step and the foot hits the ground. So that is pretty much this. And we're dead. Right, okay, so basically everything's pretty much sorted. Make sure you actually repeat the process for all the other animations in your project, and it'll work perfectly fine. Now, if you want to learn how to create a game like I have in the background here, the Squid game, I'm going to be releasing a tutorial series. I'm currently just editing it, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Subscribe and like the video, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.